Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. I was gonna say Sunday. Felt like Sunday because everybody's been home for, well, Matthew worked the last 3 days and today was the first day he was home. But my dad has been off for 4 days straight. My mom has also been home for 4 days straight as well, which is weird to say when we have been locked down for 3 months, to be like, oh, people have been home for 4 days straight with the exception of Matthew. It's like weird to say afterwards. After that, so like 4 days seems like a lot. No, it actually doesn't. So yeah, but not that we've been locked home. We went to the grocery stores and stuff like that, but just like to be home from work and everything like that. Like my dad got an extended, you know, holiday break sort of vacation thing. And then my mom also too was home as well. So yeah, guys, I actually, it's 10 o'clock right now, almost 10 o'clock exactly. I'm gonna take a shower, get to bed, guys. I feel so just disgusting. I feel hot and like sweaty and sticky, and I don't know if it's our house or like what it is, because our house is brick, and my dad was actually showing me because there's a spot on our back, the like frame, not the door frame in our back, like our like not sliding glass door, that's what we're gonna get, but like the French door sort of thing. There's like a piece that sort of fell off and you can actually see in between the bricks, and my dad is working on replacing that. I think he's actually going to do that when he does the roof as well. He just honestly needs to buy the wood. He still has the actual frame part, but he wants to replace it and do it with new wood, and I think he wants to actually replace the whole thing instead of just the piece that actually ended up falling off, which I don't know actually how it came off, but he has to re-secure it. It's like the wood piece that frames the door, although it's not the actual like door jamb, so it's just sort of like the exterior frame, if that makes sense, and the piece fell off like a while ago. So anyways, yeah, that's besides the point, but you can see in between the bricks, right, there's like this special, and it even says something like special on there, like heat seal something or other. I have actually no clue, and so I don't know if it's actually because of the brick or this like special stuff that they put around the brick of the house, which is kind of cool because it keeps, it's not just like an insulator. I don't know really what it does, but like the bricks absorb the heat from the sun and stuff like that during the day, and it keeps the house warm, I guess, but it also keeps it warm at night, and it seems like it goes up. I don't know, like I don't think this is possible, but somehow it feels like it gets hotter at night when it should be cooler out, because it's cooler out at night when the sun goes down, but the house stays at like the same temperature, or it feels like it gets warmer, because like I was hanging out in the rest of the house earlier today and was totally fine, you know, just sitting out there and stuff like that, and then it's like in the afternoon, like once the sun actually starts to go down, it feels like it gets hotter, and I don't know how this is possible, and I have no clue if it's like from that stuff, and like that was what my dad was like telling me that it was. I have no clue if it's true or not, and like the brick, you know, the bricks keeping the heat in and stuff like that, but it's like this stuff that's like in between the bricks that I actually think keeps the heat in, so when the bricks absorb the heat during the sun, like from the day or whatever, I think that helps to keep the heat in the house. So that's why normally like in the afternoons I'm like, I just want to go in my room, and like right now while we're kind of in this heat wave of like 90-degree days, I think it's like 93 sort of is going to be the high up until I think Thursday we're supposed to get a thunderstorm, and it's supposed to drop down to like 83, so we're supposed to go down like 10 degrees, which will be kind of nice, and that's for the high, but I think it never, even when it's like late at night, I don't think it actually gets below like 70 something degrees, like during the, like this last, pretty much from like maybe Thursday of last week up until like Thursday I believe of this week, it's not supposed to get below like 70 something, even at night. So like I went outside actually because I had a couple plants that I forgot about that I needed to go and water, because again it's so hot out, so I went to go and water them, and I was like, it still kind of feels like hot out, but it felt definitely a lot cooler, but still hot, and like it just is super sticky too, like it's humid out as well. So that's why it's 10 o'clock, but I'm gonna go take a shower because I have not slept well. Okay, I woke up at 6:30 or 6 o'clock, whatever it was on Friday. And then on Thursday, I woke up at like, or not Thursday, on 4th of July on Saturday, I woke up at like 8 or something like that, I think. And then yesterday and today, I did not wake up very early, like 9 or 10 o'clock, I think. you know, around those times. So I have not been getting up early the last like 2 days, and last night I just had a horrible like upset stomach. I don't really know what it was, but I woke up a couple of times in the middle of the night and just did not feel good. I felt totally fine when I actually woke up at about 10 or so. Then I felt fine, but I woke up a couple times in the middle of the night, and like, I don't know if it was just maybe I ate before I went to bed or something like that, but my stomach was sort of just like knotted up and did not feel great. So again, I didn't sleep the greatest last night, which is why I think I ended up sleeping in then today, because I woke up probably like 3 or 4 times in the middle of the night last night. And then the night before, I think I was just exhausted from like I think I only got like 6 or 7 hours of sleep each night, like the last 2 nights before that, before Sunday night, or that would have been yesterday night, before Saturday night, I guess, when I slept. So that's why I slept in, I think, a little bit more on Saturday or on Sunday. So anyways, yeah, I am gonna go to bed a little bit earlier today, but it's just so sticky, and I was like, okay, that's it. I was like, I'm not even gonna try and get to anything, because even if I sit in my room where it's air conditioned as well, and I can actually control how cold it is in here, and normally at night especially too, I make it really cold, because I just cannot sleep when it is not cold. Like, I mean, when it's too hot too, but when it's not cold enough in my room. And so, like, you know, in the afternoons, I'm just like, I can adjust the temperature. So I normally make it colder than I normally do, but like for me too, I'm normally cold. So like early in the mornings and like early to mid-afternoon, before it gets like really hot outside, I will normally actually not have my air conditioner on very high at all, just because I actually like it to be warmer, and like especially in the mornings, I'm normally pretty cold, and so like sometimes I will even put a sweatshirt on if I'm like, I'm cold enough. So that's why I'll turn my air conditioner down if I'm still cold enough, then I will, like I said, even still put a sweatshirt on. But if I don't have my air conditioner on and there isn't kind of a cross flow in the back end of the house, then normally the back end of the house is really, really warm, so I can't like, turn it off. Just because of that. And then our air conditioner in the living room would be going the entire time. So yeah, it's nice that I can still control in the afternoons like how cold it is in my room, because I will come from the rest of the house and I don't know why, it just feels like way hotter in the rest of the house. Or like, I don't know if it's like just like Jack was saying the same thing too. He's like, it just feels like it gets hotter at the end of the day than it is like in the mid hottest part of the day, like it should be during the day. So although today everybody was home still, and I was kind of chalking today up as like, it's still an extended weekend sort of from holiday and everything like that. It was like, I honestly didn't even do my planner to like start like yesterday to start the week, so I was like, I didn't write in the stuff that I had going on or whatever, and so I was like, I'll just like sort of do whatever I can get done today and not worry about anything else. And I actually ended up getting to everything except for I didn't upload. I had 2 vlogs that I edited. I don't know if I edited them on Friday or maybe Thursday, but I'd done a bunch over last week, so I was actually totally like pretty much caught up for over the weekend and everything. So I didn't actually upload today, but I ended up getting to everything else. I did edit 2 vlogs. I got to dishes because my dad was fixing something. I don't know what we were doing in the kitchen for some reason, and I was like, oh, I'll make sure I get the dishes out of there. So I don't remember what we ended up fixing. I feel like maybe it was something, I don't think it had anything to do with the caulk though, because we did that like with the tiles yesterday. So I don't know, but there was some reason I was like, oh, I'll take care of the dishes, and so I ended up doing that. And then on top of that too, the laundry as well, because I'm gonna clean the bathroom tomorrow, and normally I hate it when I have to like do the laundry. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna clean the bathroom, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a huge pile of laundry that's in here, and I forget about it, and I have to go and do laundry before I can even clean the bathroom, because if not, the laundry basket's gonna be sitting in there filled. And so normally I always make sure that like by Monday night I finish that. And I was forgetting again too that tomorrow was even Tuesday, which is normally my bathroom cleaning day and all that kind of stuff, because today I wasn't thinking it was even Monday. So yeah, but I'm gonna do that, and then I should also be able to get to the kitchen, because now that we are done, not completely, but we are partially mainly done with the most main parts of the kitchen, I can clean in there again as well, and sort of do like the deep cleaning. And obviously too, since everything has been replaced and painted and all that kind of stuff, it's just a little bit more upkeep. Like the stove is, you know, pretty much brand new. I don't need to do any deep cleaning on the inside of the, you know, the oven, or, you know, really on the stove, other than just, you know, kind of wipe it down and clean it down and stuff like that. And also too, the tiles were just replaced, so like most of them are pretty new. Obviously they still need to be swept, and you know, we have 3 dogs, they need to be swept very often. And I can do the sanitizing mop in there too, like I normally do in the bathroom, so I can get to that on Wednesday. That's normally my Wednesday thing. And then too, because I also couldn't really get to a whole ton of cleaning in the living room, other than just like some spot cleaning stuff and stuff like that, but because we had boxes of stuff and just project things that were from the kitchen while we were doing like sort of the kitchen stuff, that was all in the living room, so we couldn't even really like clean in there either. So there was like stuff all over the place. So again, it's been kind of chaotic, but at the same time we can't really clean because we'd just be cleaning around the disorganized mess at the same time too. So now that all of that is, everything's kind of put back now, at least. Again, there's still some projects that have to be finished. We have to finish the stairs, we have to finish, you know, a handful of other, you know, little things sort of. They're not anything too big and huge and major or anything, but those kind of stuff, since we do still have those projects going on. But again, the main stuff, I can clean the countertops, I can clean the floors, clean the stove, clean the, you know, I can wipe down the cabinets and all that kind of stuff. You know, the refrigerator, the, you know, that kind of stuff. I was like, this is the first time that I'm going to be able to clean the kitchen now that we've remodeled it, basically, because I mean, it's even hard to do, because we're like, you know, we'll have to clean a spot and sweep it all up and stuff like that, because we're doing that area and stuff like that. And so that was really just sort of how we were like working. It wasn't like you know, normally I do it on a schedule basis, but we'd just be like, oh, we're working, you know, in this area, so we have, you know, we make sure the whole, you know, if we were doing tile, we'd be like, okay, we got to sweep the whole floor to make sure there's no dog hair blowing into the spot where we're trying to do, you know, putting down the new tile and stuff like that. Or, you know, again, we were working on, you know, we would be hanging something or whatever, so we'd be like, okay, now we have to, you know, clean the countertop now that all the drywall dust fell on it and stuff like that. So then, you know, we clean the countertop and stuff. So it was kind of just like a as needed basis, we wind up cleaning stuff. And so, but it hasn't been like a scheduled day to clean this room, you know, kind of thing. It'd just be like, oh, we're doing that and we made a mess, we have to clean it up now. And obviously then we'd clean up the whole rest of the space, you know, because of that. So yeah, guys, but that is what it looks like it's gonna be for our projects. Well, not projects, but that's what I got going on tomorrow, and all that stuff. And I don't see that we're gonna be able to get to really any other projects. Jack should have the bottom 3 cabinets that we still did not have finished being painted yet. Those should all be done possibly by tomorrow. We might actually be able to hang them up later in the afternoon tomorrow. I think he has maybe 2 coats left, or maybe 3 coats left or something like that, maybe left to do, of the actual blue paint that has to be done. They're done being primed on both sides, they just have to finish being painted now. And so he got to 1 more tonight, so I think that's 2. So maybe in total he has 4 coats left, like 1 on one side and then 3 on the other side. And then I think he's done and we can put those in. So he might be able to finish by tomorrow, which would be awesome. And so we can get those hung back up. But my dad has, like, I think I was telling you guys yesterday, we made like a master list of all the stuff that we had to finish getting done. And we were able to also finish 2 this morning. We got the like carpet tiles done in my mom's office. We were working on most of that yesterday, but my dad had 1 little tiny spot that he had to finish cutting a couple for. And so we finished with that as well. So that is all done. We can officially check that off the list. We still have some, we have to buy trim for the closet door. We have to finish the closet doors. There's a couple other things. So maybe once Jack is done with the what's that called, the cabinet doors that he has to paint, then he might wind up painting the closet doors in my mom's office, but it's my closet. So yeah, that is what it might look like. But I also too, I ended up doing those couple of things on my list, and then I tidied up in here too, because I had some stuff that was sitting around and I was like, I need to get some of this, you know, it's just kind of cluttery stuff off my desk. and you know, that kind of stuff just kind of put away because it'd been a while since I kind of, I guess, tidied up. It didn't really need to be cleaned. It was just sort of stuff that was in some places, and I was like, I kind of just need to, again, just actually put this stuff away. So I ended up doing that today. It took me probably a good hour or so. Got my, I guess, my like flat surfaces that tend to collect a lot of stuff just because I can put things on there, you know. I got that done, and then I also set my planner up for this week. Even though it was Monday, I set it up for this week, and I still was able to check off everything but one thing that I had done for today, which wasn't a lot because, again, I was giving myself some grace because I was like, there's stuff that's going on today, you know. Again, I was helping my dad with the project in my mom's office, and, you know, just kind of stuff here and there. And then too, I was like, we also needed to pick up some of the like decoration stuff from 4th of July, and so we've been, again, getting to some of that stuff as well. Now that that is done, guys, I can kind of get back onto a normal routine for tomorrow, and back to sort of like everybody's going back to doing their stuff. I think Matthew even works tomorrow too, so it might just be me and Jack possibly at home for a good portion of the day. But again, I want to get to bed early because I do not want to be up, you know, waking up super late. I'd like to be able to get up early tomorrow, which would be awesome. So anyways, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a little thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.